And then for that final 5%, it might require even more effort and therefore more resources. You might need to have dedicated teams who are going out and finding these children, going into their homes and vaccinating them.
One of the key pieces of information that the whole world is waiting for is the extent to which being vaccinated means that you aren't able to pass on COVID-19 to others. When we talk about the effectiveness of the vaccine, what we're talking about is the fact that it won't make you symptomatic by and large, or it won't make you very, very unwell. And so that's where the vaccines have been really successful. What we don't know yet is the degree that when you've been vaccinated, you might still risk passing it on to others. Part of the issue is that there's not a lot of data around this because you're really relying on places where once you're vaccinated, we still have testing data. So we're relying on health, for instance, the health workforce overseas, where they've been vaccinated and are still being routinely tested to try and see what effect it's had. But at the moment, no one really knows.
So the key message from our finding is that we found that recipients of the Pfizer vaccine, those who've had 2 doses, have about 5 to 6-fold lower amounts of neutralizing antibodies. Now these are the sort of gold standard private security antibodies of your immune system, which block the virus from getting into your cells in the first place. And so we found that that's less for people with 2 doses. We've also found that for people with only 1 dose of the Pfizer jab, that they are less likely to have high levels of these antibodies in their blood. And perhaps most importantly for all of us going forward is that we see that the older you are, the lower your levels are likely to be, and the time since you've had your second jab, as that time goes on, the lower your levels are also likely to be. So that's telling us that we're probably going to be needing to prioritize boosters for older and more vulnerable people coming up soon, especially if this new variant spreads.
I just want to reiterate the message, and some of you may have heard the interview that Kim Hill did with virologist Chris Smith from Cambridge University. He was very clear on this.
Are face masks effective, and do you wear one on a plane?
No, save your money. Go and spend it on something useful instead that you enjoy doing, like having a beer. Those face masks are absolute rubbish and they do absolutely nothing.
So are you saying that viruses can get through face masks without any difficulty?
Depends on the face mask. The kinds of masks that we're talking about that you go and buy off a street vendor and then you wear on the underground, or wear on the tram or something, wear around the streets, those are absolutely useless.
I see people wearing masks. Your views on masks, because a lot of people are going out, buying up their hand sanitizer, buying masks and also toilet paper, but is there any reason why masks are something that people should be using?
So for the general public, if you don't have symptoms, there's no need to wear a mask. The thing is, the virus can still get in through your eyes, so if somebody's going to sneeze on you, the mask will only protect your nose, it won't protect your eyes. There are different types of masks. So the ones that people are buying at the supermarket are what are called surgical masks. They're the rectangular ones, and you'll see that they've got gaps in the back here, so they're not fully protecting you.
If you do not have any respiratory symptoms such as fever, cough, or runny nose, you do not need to wear a medical mask like this one.
If you do not have these symptoms, you do not have to wear masks because there is no evidence that they protect people who are not sick.
Yes.
There was a statement by the World Health Organization which was definitely against the wearing of masks. Now, a few weeks ago, the World Health Organization did a reverse ferret and changed its mind. And Deborah Cohen, of the medical correspondent Newsnight on the BBC, had an amazing scoop the other day. She actually discovered, and she put it to the WHO, that her contacts inside the World Health Organization had told her that the position of the WHO on muzzles had been changed because of political pressure, not because of medical reasons.
Debate is deeply political. Newsnight understands that the World Health Organization committee that reviewed the evidence for the use of face coverings in public didn't back them, but after political lobbying, the WHO now recommends them.